All right, Nate here one more time. We have Escape the Fate backstage at Riff Fest.
What's up?
And we are going to talk to them a little bit about them, their music, all that kind of stuff. You guys, I mean, I know I personally loved your guys' set out there today for the festival stage.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, of course. I know it's kind of an interesting start, I guess, to Escape the Fate once upon a time. I guess probably like 20 years ago or so. You guys won like a radio contest, I think is what I saw, you know?
Yeah. That was the story. You want to take that one, Robert?
Yeah, sure. So see, I'm the only OG left from that incarnation of the band. Yeah, we submitted our demo, and My Chemical Romance picked us to open for them, and it was fucking awesome. And we were about to get signed by Epitaph Records, and that offered us a nice negotiating tool. And after that, all kinds of different changes, and we're still here doing it 20 years later.
Heck yeah. And I know you guys have had, I said since you're the OG, I should say too, a lot of different like collaborations, whether that's like in the studio, maybe writing processes, or even like features. Like how is that kind of, how cool is that? Like what kind of groups have you guys gotten to work with that you are really memorable for you?
I would say most recently our collab with Spencer from Ice Nine, and then we had Bert from The Used on a track called Dearly Departed, which was part of the deluxe edition of the same album. So being able to collab with other artists, especially ones that I enjoy listening to and I look up to, is always fun. So we're wrapping up the new stuff right now. You know, we just did the whole band get together voting process on what songs were going to make it and what songs were going to be on the chopping block. And I know bands all the time, they always say the new stuff is the best stuff, but it is a fact that this is the first album in the band's entire career that the entire group collectively likes all the songs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Especially Robert. Especially Robert.
I don't like all the songs.
He usually likes maybe one.
Okay. You liked more than one this time.
And hates all of them.
Now there's only one that I don't like.
Oh, okay.
Now there's only one.
That's progress. But we're getting there.
He doesn't know yet, though, because it's not fully done.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Could be good.
Yeah, could be good. You heard that. Could be good. No, it's good. So I do want to ask a little bit about that new stuff. I know you guys are on tour. You're going to be down in like Kentucky tomorrow, is it? Or Louisville?
Yeah, Louisville for Louder Than Life.
Okay. That's going to be awesome. I know The Haunt, we talked to them earlier. They're going to be down there as well. I know you guys are going to some cool places for the next couple of months. I think you guys have a show out in like Japan, or at least a couple of them?
We do, yeah. So we do Warped in Orlando, and then we leave. What up, dude? We leave Warped and we fly to LA to then fly to Japan. We come back from Japan, and in between there we'll be wrapping up the record and getting some photos and videos and stuff like that done, and then we're going out on the Emo's Not Dead cruise.
All right.
And there's some other tours in the works right now, but nothing like set in stone yet, so we'll just see. But our main focus is just doing what we have booked and finishing up this album.
That's awesome. Have you guys, speaking on that cruise, then have you guys done any like a kind of like rock themed cruises like that before?
We did Shiprocked.
You did your Shiprocked?
Yeah, we did
Shiprocked.
Shiprocked.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we've had a couple of fellow DJs out at those shows before.
Nice.
And always spoke highly of them. It's always a unique atmosphere, definitely.
Yeah, Shiprocked was fun, and for our first time, I know Eric and I were pulling double duty because we also had Dead Rabbits on Shiprocked. So it was like, I guess usually the bands on Shiprocked, they'll play one night, day off, they'll play another night.
Oh, I gotcha.
But we were just every day.
Yeah.
And it was fun, man. It was a good time.
No, it's a blast from everything I hear. Speaking of blast, this might not always be a blast, but tell me a little bit about like how you guys like working together. I know obviously you got, like you said, voting on like songs and what you like and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say what's the best thing about working with each other, obviously, but like tell me a little bit about that. Like how do you guys gel? What kind of things are conflict about? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, one of you two want to take this one?
Is he clenching his fist? Oh no, he's good.
So we gel. That's actually like really cool because at least in my time in the band, it hasn't always been so cohesive creatively. And it's really cool working together with these guys because I feel like we all have a very common and shared goal and interest in just making everything the best it can, pushing each other to be the best we can be. We've spent more time writing this record than, at least in my time around, that I've seen any time spent. I think the first demos for this record were written 1.5 years ago, and we just finally decided on the songs that we wrote, and now we're deep diving and finishing them. That it's a really cool blend of rock, metal, breakdowns, synths, guitar shred, catchy vocals. I mean, we're bringing the whole package of just all the shit that we love about music into this next album.
Sure. I mean, you can kind of tell, certainly the fans can, just with like I was saying earlier on the festival stage, you can tell people can dig that kind of stuff from you guys. Speaking on that a little bit though, like you guys, I know you have a mixed bag here, inspiration-wise though. I mean, maybe not like, oh, I'm inspired by this band, but what kind of music did you guys listen to growing up that maybe might be slightly infused in, the group?
Maddie?
A lot of 80s metal and classical for me.
Sure.
Mostly.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
I like a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff?
Yeah, I was always a metal, all like he said, like the 80s metal. I was a big GNR Metallica fan. That was like my heyday, all the grunge stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Then later on, like when I went to high school, it was like Avenged Sevenfold was huge influence because I saw them come from like touring in a van, just kind of regionally, seeing them at an indoor skate park between like a half pipe with no stage. That's where my friends and I saw them when they're a hardcore band. Went from that to now they're freaking headlining Louder Than Life with a fucking castle on stage and everything. So it's like, it's pretty crazy, man. So
Yeah.
they're a big influence for me.
That's awesome. And it's funny because you guys are, I don't want to say funny, but it's like, not comparing you to Avenged Sevenfold necessarily, but like, just speaking on that though, like where you guys started, I'm sure you guys started somewhere crazy compared to where you're at now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, and
for
it's just
sure.
the journey of what musicians go through. It's very
The
interesting.
journey is the most beautiful thing, and the older we get and the longer we've been in it, we're reminded of that and very humbled by that. We've all had our personal problems and trials and tribulations, if you will, but just hearing Robert talk about that Avenged story, it reminds me of, I think it was 2010 we did Uproar with them. And they, recognized Robert, and he was showing them the photo from that show, and it's just like, it's so rad you guys are here with us now. So,
That's awesome.
a lot of amazing full circle moments that come along with it.
That's incredible here,
Yeah,
actually. That's awesome. You'll remember that forever, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
Really, I just want to know, is there anything else you guys want the fans to know about you guys? Like, what's going on with
Well, we're
Escape the Fate?
we're just excited to unleash this new music, and just grateful that fans are still listening after this long, and we're still able to come out here and play some rockin' shows and help people forget about the everyday life and have a good time for a little bit,
That's what it's all about. Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
All right. Well, that was Escape the Fates.